Hello everybody, Flik here and welcome to Let's Chat, my weekly vlog series posted every Monday at lunchtime if you're in the UK. And this is the first one I'm recording with the dual monitor setup. I finally have everything up and running. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably have seen a rushed photo I did of trying to show that I had a browser window that was spread across both monitors. So finally I'm living in the future of about 5 years ago, because I know now the main thing is 4K resolution or triple monitors, but I don't care. This is me just getting used to using two monitors, and I can already see lots of practical applications for this, not just the novelty of having it's basically just one super big desktop. But for like recording, I can have my Audacity and OBS on my other monitor while I'm playing the game on the main one. When I'm recording a console game on my TV like Monster Hunter or whatever, it means I can have the recording window for Elgato in the monitor that's now closer to my TV, so I won't have to turn my head constantly to check if the recording's fine. It'll let me keep a better eye on things, so if something does go wrong, I might catch it. Whereas whereas before, if something went wrong, I'd notice after the fact. Hence why I'd say the first half of the Crown of the Sunken Kings DLC was messed up, because I had the game full screened and didn't see OBS warning me, hey, you've got your settings too high. So that won't happen again now, in theory. Still getting used to it, still got to work out what the ideal setup is, but I'm loving it so far. And yeah, and just the novelty of it as well. I love that I can just drag a window from one monitor to the other as if there was no break at all. It's weird. I'm living in the past as far as IT stuff goes. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. It's just getting that out of the way. Although I did mention the Dark Souls 2 DLC, and this will be posted on the day before the Crown of the... oh, what was the next one? It's Ivory King, I think, and then Iron King is last. I think it's Ivory, yes. So this will be posted the day before the Crown of the Ivory King goes live. And as far as I'm aware, Rory's up for joining me for the recording of that, and I'll try and get the first part out super quick, but then the rest of the parts, well, maybe the second part will be quite quick as well, but then the rest will just be kind of fitted into my normal series as before. So if you're waiting for more Dark Souls 2, as at least one person has asked about recently, it's coming. It is coming. I mean, I've already played through the full game twice, so I need new stuff to do. That's why I'm waiting for the DLC. There's not much else I could do. Technically, I could play it through with, just like another build, but I don't think people would want that. Even if they said they did, I don't think they really would. But anyway, what we're going to do today? Well, I covered the miscellaneous stuff just now, so that leaves pretty much Q&A via Twitter and also the comment section of last week's. And if you have any questions, topics, silly things, whatever, that you want me to discuss or answer, put them in the comment section of this. I should also point out, at the point of me recording this, I'm 18 or 19 videos away from video number 2000. Now, the public tally isn't accurate, because it doesn't count videos that aren't live yet. It doesn't, I think it still counts, no, it doesn't count videos I've deleted, whereas the count I see on my video manager does. So it'll probably say I'm further back from 2000 than I actually am. But anyway, I'll do a quick short video closer to the time, asking for loads and loads of questions, because like I did for my 1500th video, for my 2000th, and that's very hard to say for me, for some reason, I'm going to do another huge Q&A, and assuming that things stay the way they are and the total is reached on Patreon to get the capture card 3DS I need to do Monster Hunter 4 next year, I've promised that I will do this question and answer via my webcam. So that means the sound won't be as good, because I'll be using the microphone built into my webcam, although it is a good quality webcam, but the sound quality isn't as good as what you're hearing now. But that means you'll be able to get to see me staring at you with my dead fish eyes while answering questions for however long it took me. 50 minutes last time to get through all the questions I got. But we'll see. It should hopefully be quite fun. So anyway, let's go to the questions on last week's Let's Chat and start answering them. Although actually I don't think there was many direct questions, more like just comments. Let's see here. DRC97 and Dragonarchus complained about me describing some kind of squid gut thing because I wanted to put them off their lunch, because apparently they were... well, DRC was eating while he was listening to it, and Dragonarchus had pointed out he often listens to these at lunchtime because I post them when he's on his lunch break. So I won't do that this time, that's cruel, but you deserved it, kind of. FBKT-TV said, of course you named it Odessa. Yes, I named my new PC Odessa, and I like it. I still like it. The only thing I found that she struggles with now is, for some reason, Windows Movie Maker, I was going to say not Movie Maker, Windows Media Player. It's crashed her twice, and The first time I thought it was just an anomaly, and it blue screened. I happened to be having some kind of issue with the movie player at the time. Happened again today. Same program. I was playing one of my videos back in movie player just to test, to make sure everything was okay. I paused it, went away for a minute to do something, came back, tried to unpause it, and it caused a crash. So I think there's something wrong with my Windows movie player. Definitely not Odessa, everything else is totally fine, which is great. Thoroughly enjoying it so far, and my recording quality as a whole has already improved. Moving on. Like a John, you've got 2 questions. The first one is, who drew my icon? My icon was drawn by a fan. I'm not sure if they want me to give out their name or whatever. I don't have any kind of talent for graphics and things, so anything like that wasn't done by me. Like even my banner, my channel banner, that was done by CR. I do my own thumbnails, that's why they don't look very good. Occasionally I get CR to do me good thumbnails as well, like for... the top 5 best and worst Dark Souls 2 bosses. That had like the fancy Dark Souls font and whatnot. CR did that because he knows how to use, I think it's Photoshop. It can't be GIMP because I use GIMP for my thumbnails and it doesn't seem able to do the fancy stuff he does. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Another question, what's your favourite fighting game? By fighting game, do you mean brawler or beat 'em up? And do you mean in the American sense or the British sense? I'm going to assume that you mean in the American sense, which to me would be beat 'em up then, because we do it the opposite way around in the UK. Let me see here. Probably the Ninja Storm games. They're very simple though, it's not like they're competitive really. I mean, it's only technically got one attack button, so... But I enjoy them because they're also tied into an anime, well, a manga I like. So I would say Ninja Storm 2. Yes, the second one. 3 was good, but it wasn't as good. So, but the fighting just essentially stayed the same. They've just tweaked it a little bit each time. Revolution, they've tweaked it again, and I couldn't really tell from the demo whether I prefer it yet or not. I'm going to have to play the full thing, which is hopefully going to happen soon, and I'll see for myself then. But I'm not really a hardcore beat 'em up fan or brawler fan, depending on where you're from. I played a little bit of Street Fighter well, no, that's a lie. I played a lot of Street Fighter when I was a kid, Street Fighter 2 to be exact, and Turbo, and whatever other edition of Street Fighter 2 existed. I played tons of that when I was younger. The first Soul Calibur game I loved a lot. The subsequent ones I didn't really get into much. And the early Mortal Kombat games as well, I quite like those. I have the newest one that just came onto PC fairly recently and surprised everybody by how well it sold. I got that in a Christmas sale, not this Christmas that just went by, the one before I think. Still haven't played it, but I will, I promise. And I heard good things about that one, even though they went a bit OTT with the graphic violence, but whatever. Fraser River. I'd be pretty down to see some Space Marine, and he also asked, so punk rock, what are some bands you like or songs, and have you watched Gurren Lagann? I have not watched Gurren Lagann. It's one of those things I keep on meaning to get around to. I know the storyline though, because I know that Mass Effect 3 basically ripped it off, so I'm not in any rush to see it because I know how it's going to go. But yeah, I hear that it's like one of the best, and it's a mecha anime kind of. They have robots only, so I do keep meaning to watch it, but I haven't got around to it. And I'm answering your questions in reverse order because reasons. So what are some, right, you specifically want to know punk rock that I like? Blink-182, Green Day. Let me, hang on, I can open up my iTunes because this is my second monitor. Other punk rock, let me just scroll here. I like the occasional Sum 41 song from their early stuff. I don't even know if they still exist as a band, so maybe I don't even need to see early stuff, but whatever. Asian Kung Fu Generation, that's more J-rock than punk rock, but I would say if you ignore the fact they're a Japanese band, they still fall into punk rock with the sound that they have. Or specific songs. My favourites, let's say, from, like, say, Blink-182 would be Adam's Song, Green Day would be Minority. I like playing that on my bass. And let's say Foo Fighters, Everlong. There's 3 to pick from. Oh, and on the subject of Space Marine, that was the third thing you asked. I almost moved on. That's what you get for asking a triple-barreled question. I can't cope with more than one question at a time. It's like when I used to communicate via email to my editor when I worked for Critical... Well, it didn't work. I wrote for Critical Gamer. It was an unpaid position. I got into the habit of realising I couldn't ask more than one thing in an email because I would either get an answer to the first thing I asked or the last thing, but nothing in between. I guess some people are just too bad. I do it as well. I get overly busy, so I struggle to concentrate on too many things at once. So especially if I'm recording what I'm doing at the same time. So it's like I'm answering your question and then I'm concentrating on moving to the next one, so then I forget. It's why in XCOM I also forget to equip railguns for 2.5 episodes. Nervous laugh. So yes, on the subject of Space Marine, I am going to make that the next Patreon playthrough, but the first part will be available to everybody to see. So that'll be posted on, well, it's the first Saturday after you hear this, but it's technically not the first Saturday after I recorded this. Oh, and also you'll be hearing this after the fact again, but a Monster Hunter night happened, another one. And I hope everybody had fun. I know for sure Kensick's turning up, so it might just be me and him wrecking the place, but who knows. Thaxar or Dorito might show up as well. I hope you do, because we're getting into the tough stuff now. Was that your 3 questions? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it was. Good. Nanosphere05. Talk about how you feel on add-ons for games like XCOM or Skyrim. Enemy Within, I think, is the perfect example of a classic style of doing add-ons, because it feels like an expansion pack, as opposed to DLC, which is just tacked on stuff, usually removed from the full thing just to charge you for later. Skyrim walks the line, I would say. I only played through, in fact, of the 2 expansion packs for Skyrim, the vampire themed one, what was it called? Not Dawngate, that's the MOBA. Or was it called Dawngate as well? Dawn something. I played through a little bit of that and got horrendously bored, so then I didn't go back to it. And the Dovahkiin one where you go to Morrowind, I can't remember what that one's called either. So I guess on the subject of Skyrim expansions or DLCs, whatever you want to call them, I don't think they were very good because they didn't draw me in enough to actually care about finishing them. In general though, I much prefer add-ons to DLC, if by add-ons you mean like expansion packs. Back in the day it used to be nothing but expansion packs. I hate the DLC as a thing now, I despise it. You know, it started off good-natured enough, just the odd little thing here and there, just toss it in as an extra after the fact to generate a little bit of revenue after your bulk of it has been made from the release of a game. It's twisted into something horrible now. And EA is the perfect example of a company that has taken the morally ambiguous subject of DLC and turned it into something horrible, just absolutely horrible. And other people will follow suit. Why? Because it works. It works. People keep on buying DLC and it'll keep on getting worse. Ubisoft is very close to following EA, so is Activision. In fact, Activision are kind of like neck and neck with EA in terms of shittiness. Depending on what happens with The Sims 4, EA might pull out in front ahead with that. There's a huge list going around that's actually very funny to read of all the features missing from The Sims 4 that were in previous iterations of the series, and it's really bad sounding. You would think they would have done something less stupid after SimCity, but there you go. So, has that covered the question? I guess it kind of has. I spoke a little bit about how I feel about add-ons for games, so that's what you asked. Florin Paul, with a Metal Gear avatar, is that supposed to be Raiden? I think it is. No, wait, no, he's got one eye. Well, yeah, Raiden only has one eye as well. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. You play Minecraft? Question mark. I have played Minecraft, yes. I like building stuff in it. I'm not very good at building stuff in it, but I find it relaxing. I do have videos of it on my channel as well, long time ago. We're talking years and years and years ago now. Some friends and I were just playing Minecraft, so we just recorded a little bit. I don't think I could watch those videos now because the audio quality would be so bad, so very, very bad. I remember one of the people we were playing with, their bedroom was right next to the toilet of their house, and their house had really old pipes. So if he had his bedroom door open, it sounded like a toilet was constantly flushing in his room, or like he was submerged underwater. It was funny, but at the same time, I don't think anyone could really listen to it compared to the standard expected of audio these days. But yeah, I do have Minecraft videos. We also did it for Minecraft Nights, or what we called Minecraft Nights, which was kind of like an early iteration of what we now do as the Steam Nights, where we just invited everybody onto a server. And usually we'd set up some kind of like, we'd set up traps or secret bases, or, you know, just stuff for people to discover, so it gave people a point to being there, because we found that if we didn't do that and we invited people into a server that we hosted, they would just troll each other because there was nothing else to do really. And the reason we stopped doing the Minecraft Nights was because it was becoming too much hassle to set up all these extravagant set piece traps and whatnot just for one night and kind of not have a big enough payoff, if you know what I mean. The time invested didn't equal what we got out of it, so that's why those stopped. As for just playing vanilla Minecraft, I don't actually think vanilla Minecraft is good enough these days, especially by YouTube standards, because everybody does challenge maps or adventure maps or puzzle maps or mods. Does anyone still get by just doing vanilla Minecraft? Because I like vanilla Minecraft. I just like surviving and exploring and building stuff. I like building a castle or building a house and exploring the depths of the earth just to see what random shit you can find. I don't need a mod that lets me be able to fly or some stupid things like that. Although that said, the things people have made in Minecraft mod-wise or just, landscape-wise are very, very impressive. Maya disagrees. She doesn't like Minecraft at all. Moving on, Oli Zeta. I wonder if the Naruto figure in the Samurai edition, this is of Ninja Storm Revolution he's talking about, is as shiny as the one that came in Storm 3. Or as shiny as the Sasuke version. Now when he says shiny, he doesn't actually mean like amazing and epic. He means literally shiny. Like really weird, overly shiny PVC. PVC? Yeah. For some reason, I was going to say PvP. I did an unboxing video, although with a subpar camera compared to the one I have now, of the Ninja Storm 3 Special Edition that came with a very, very overly shiny Naruto statue. So yeah, I hope that the one in the Samurai Edition of Revolution isn't the same, because it makes it look crappy. I'm turning around actually to look at, I've got it on my shelf, even from this distance, we're talking like say 2.5 meters away maybe. I can still see that it's overly shiny compared to every other figure I've got on the same shelf. Maybe that's to make it last longer, I'm not sure, but I mean I have a master crafted quality, whatever you want to call it, Naruto figurine as well. It's not shiny and it's fine, and I've had that for almost as long. That would put me off getting the Samurai Edition actually, now I think about it. I don't want another overly shiny figure, because they stand out too much and don't look as good as if they didn't shine. Oh, Kentic commented, Suikoden 1 and 2 are my fave games of the PS1 generation. Still have my Suikoden 1 disc. I think I have my Suikoden 2 disc somewhere actually. And a friend of mine just got me Suikoden for my birthday. I'm getting to the point... Okay. Oh wait, no. I thought you meant you were getting to the point of your question. No, you're not. Let me try that again. I'm getting to the point where I'm not watching TV anymore thanks to stopping my TV service, so will save me some money. You're not the only one that said that to me recently, and I totally agree. I'm not sure you people have to pay TV licenses if you're not in the UK, but presumably you subscribe to like, I don't know, what are the services? Netflix, Hulu, the other main one, I don't know. But all these subscription services for you to watch TV, I don't understand why people subscribe to them, because I think TV in general is shit. So I highly encourage just moving to the YouTube and Twitch generation. But still, that's good. I wonder if I do still. Can I open this? I'll stand a bit further away because I'm leaning over to an old drawer I've got next to me with a crap ton of old games. I've got a Japanese version of Metal Gear Solid 1, Brave Fencer Musashi for the PS2, Vagrant Story. Come on, I know I have Suikoden here somewhere. Lunar Silver Star Story for the PlayStation, Vigilante 8. Oh, Dreamcast games. I do have it here somewhere, but I can't see it. Oh, Shenmue and Parasite Eve, Xenogears, Code Veronica, Dino Crisis. Sorry, I'll sound really far away now because I'm leaning in. Syndicate Wars. Oh, maybe I did sell it. I'm not sure. It was a collector's item, so maybe I did. Well, because I had no means to play it. But yeah, I've got a drawer full of like ancient games that I would never consider selling. That said, I may have just realised I sold it, but still. It was probably because I thought eventually Suikoden 2 would come on to PSN, because the first one did, but now I know better. Brandon Dago, you asked 2 questions. If not a playthrough of The Witcher 3, how about a Let's Look At? Didn't I cover that last time? I think I did, didn't I? Well, either way, yeah, I would do a Let's Look At of it if I was giving it for a review, or down the line if I bought it myself. I'm not sure. It's out quite soon, right? Like the end of the year? Anyway, final question from Iron Paladin. Are you at all interested in the new weapons in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate? Which do you like more, Charge Blade or Insect Glaive? I'm very interested in them both. I think they are very, very intriguing new ways to fight. I think I'm going to go with Insect Glaive when I do my playthrough, assuming the playthrough happens, and at the time of me recording this it seems like it is. Although I think I will try the Charge... I thought it was Charge Sword, not Charge Blade. Or have they changed the translated name? Well, either way, I mean, I love that the Insect Glaive has a really fast and dynamic fighting style, and you can leap into the air to make it easy to get onto monsters' backs, which, if you aren't aware, is a new feature in Monster Hunter 4, people listening. The Charged Blade is kind of like a reverse switch axe, where you build up charge in a sword and shield form, and then you turn into an axe to do massive explosion smacks, which looks impressive in itself. So, to answer your question, I'm kind of jumping on the fence with it. I'm going to be trying both. I'm leaning towards sticking with Insect Glaive for the playthrough, but I heard in terms of like the original Monster Hunter 4, not the G/Ultimate version, that there wasn't enough insect glaives. There was too far between each one. They didn't do enough of them. That might be different in Ultimate. There might be new ones thanks to all the new monsters they've included, and there was also community chosen designs as well, and I know the one that won for the West is an insect glaive, so hopefully that will all work out for the best. So that concludes the questions on YouTube. Although I did open this one by saying if you have any comments for next time, feel free to put them in the comments. What I might try and do is make the 2000th video be a Monday video, because then I can just kind of combine it into one big Let's Chat. So by all means still leave comments, questions, etc, but also be on the lookout. I'll do a short, like just a minute long video or whatever, just saying my 2000th video is going to be on so and so a day, get your questions in now and I'll record it with my webcam, etc. That reminds me, I need to get my webcam software on Odessa. Anyway, I believe I had a couple of questions on Twitter, but I think they were silly ones, so let's get these out of the way quickly so we can wrap up here. Let me see here. Aaron Hawkins asked, hang on, I had your question. Oh, this is the problem. You two had a conversation with each other, Aaron and Dragonakis had a conversation on Twitter and they included me in it, so now I'm having to trawl through my mentions to find the question you asked. Oh, here it is, right. So, how much left until Monster Hunter 4 is a go? At time of me writing, we are $8 over. Now that's assuming that everybody stays till the end of the month, and those that do stay till the end of the month don't decline their payment at the last second, because that's something that can happen and has happened in the past. So as long as it's not a significant amount that gets declined at the last second after the month is over, at the point of me doing this, yes, it's going to happen. Panda asked, will there be cake and other assorted refreshments? My answer to that is get back to work, because it's not like you're going to hear me answer this anyway, because you don't listen to my videos, because you work. And I'm deriding you for twittering me when you should be working. Let's see, Dragonakist asked if I would marry him. No. And Nanosphere asked on here, oh wait, no, that's a response to, I got a spam email and I posted it on Twitter because I found the English in it very funny. The entire email comprised of, now and then, cab driver living with conquer towards rattlesnake. What does that even mean? There wasn't even a link to try and like get you to get a Trojan or anything. It was just that. I guess they kind of maybe auto-translated or something, but even then, what could that sentence have been? And what form of spam was that? But anyway, we're not here to talk about spam. Sorry for the mouse click as well. But yeah, that is going to conclude this week's Let's Chat. Thank you very much for listening. So if we aim, it's going to be roughly, say, 16 away from this. So that means 8, because I do 2 videos a day. It's going to be like the very start of September that it's going to be the 2000th video. And if I time this just right, it might be Monday the 1st, actually. Wow, it might actually be Monday the 1st. If this works out, it'll be perfect, because I could make the next Let's Chat after this one be the 2000th really super long one. So that'd be great. If that doesn't work out that way, too bad, but my on spur of the moment maths has worked out. I think so, yeah. Alright, well anyway, we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for listening. Stay tuned for more gaming videos later tonight, and I shall see you next time. My name has been Flik, and ta-ta for now.